Today's Bears versus Colts joint practice instant reaction video is sponsored by Hexclad. Justin Fields was cooking at times in practice, and if you want to cook at a higher level, Hexclad kitchenware is the place to go. Hexclad.com, promo code CHAT, gets you 10% off at checkout. Before we dive into my instant reaction takeaways from today's practice in Indianapolis, subscribers, take the next step here on this channel by turning on your notifications. All you got to do after you subscribe, if you haven't subscribed first, then you turn on the notification bell. Click it, select all. That way you always are notified when we publish a new video. Join the Noti Gang, the best gang on earth. All right, air yards, baby. What was the phrase that Twitter warriors were saying after the Bears preseason opener? No air yards, negative air yards after the first preseason game. Well, it's not Justin Fields' fault that DJ Moore took a screen for 62 yards and Khalil Herbert took one for 56. Well, all the dude was doing was throwing moonshots early on in practice here, starting in one-on-ones. These three players caught one-on-one deep balls from Fields for touchdowns. Darnell Mooney, Darius Fountain, Simba Webster is torching Colts defensive backs early on in practice. Then also in one-on-ones. No, it's a bit fuzzy. Had to screenshot it on a tweet here. DJ Moore hauling in a one-handed catch from Justin Fields. Very tight coverage. Fields put it where only Moore could get it and hauled in the nasty one-handed catch. So Fields was cooking early in the one-on-ones, and he went perfect 6 for 6 and 7-on-7s. 11-on-11s, a little bit back down to earth. He was picked off twice. One was tipped. I haven't seen video yet. He threw a crossing route to Cole Kmet, and apparently the ball was a bit high, got tipped up and picked. I'd love to see that one and see if that's a play that Kmet should or should not make, but without seeing the video, I'm not sure. On the second one, he was apparently hit as he threw, which should not happen in a joint practice. You should not let these quarterbacks get hit. It was a deep ball to Mooney, and the ball came short because he got hit, apparently, and it was picked because we know Fields is a good deep ball thrower. I'd be surprised if he underthrew it so bad that it was picked off without some sort of contact. Who knows? I haven't seen it, but that's what was reported. He did also bounce back to hit DJ Moore and Velus Jones on big plays. Do want to add this too. Neither first-team offense, Colts or Bears, were able to score in a 2-minute drill situation. Defenses won in that regard. Now, context matters when we're talking about these interceptions. They were not bad decisions from what it sounds like. Maybe have threw a little high to Kmet, but if it's a better ball, it's caught, or maybe Kmet should squeeze it. Again, need to see it. And the second one, he got hit. But I'm not going to make too many excuses, right? Like, let's minimize the turnovers a little bit. I get it's practice. You're probably trying different things, whatever the case may be. But in the regular season, it needs to be less than 1 pick per game. If you throw a pick every game, that's 17 on the year. It needs to be 12 or less. That's what I would say. So minimize the turnovers. Doesn't sound like it was all on him, but turnovers are turnovers at the end of the day. Now, if you believe in QB1, it sounds like he did a lot of good things today. The clips that I have seen, well, he was throwing some darts out there, so you love that. Type your JF1s. I believe in QB1. I think he can cook at a high level in this league. And if you want to cook at a high level in your kitchen, look no further than Hexclad, today's sponsor, because it's time to start talking about your kitchen, fellas. And don't you want to impress your significant other in the kitchen? Well, Hexclad's going to help you do that because they have revolutionized the cookware industry with a hybrid pan that gives you all the convenience and cleanup of non-stick, the versatility of your grandma's cast iron, and a lifetime warranty just in case you find a way to destroy them. Use promo code CHAT at hexclad.com/chat for 10% off. Hexclad truly checks every single box when it comes to picking your cookware. They are metal utensil safe, dishwasher safe, and oven safe up to 500 degrees. Don't just take my word for it. Celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay uses them at home as well. Don't believe me? This is a direct quote from Mr. Ramsay. He says, "The sear I can get with these pans is incredible with absolutely no stick. The temperature control is utter perfection, and the cleanup is effortless. I love using Hexclad at home." My favorite part about Hexclad as well, they look sexy. They're beautiful. They're sturdy. They're solid. Not only are you going to cook better because of them, you're going to be looking like doing it. Look how solid this thing is. It's just a beautiful piece of cookware here. Pots, pans, other kitchenware. Improve your kitchen today and improve your swag in the kitchen as well. Hexclad.com, promo code CHAT, get you 10% off. If you throw hexclad.com/chat, that plugs in the promo code as well. But go ahead and be sure it's in there to get 10% off. That link is in the comments and the description. Velus Jones, have a day. Have a day, Velus Jones. He is under the microscope here, and he was one of the true standouts for Chicago. Caught 2 deep balls, one from P.J. Walker, who had an ugly interception early, but apparently bounced back, played a little better, and then caught one later from Fields on a 50-yard bomb from Justin, which, by the way, he was apparently hit on that one too, which started a scuffle. Guess who was leading the charge for the Bears? Tevin Jenkins. He's always going to war for QB1. But Velus is under pressure. Let's just be honest. He's got to play well. I'm going to have a video coming out about players that need to perform in Saturday's preseason game. Velus Jones is one of them. There's no doubt. And today was a good start. Had a couple of long catches in offensive drills. And, look, he's got to build off a underwhelming rookie season, right? We need to see more out of Velus this year. The wide receiver room, it's more competitive. There's more depth this year. It's not 100% given that he's going to make this team. And if he does, it's not a given that he'll be a factor. He needs to earn those opportunities. And today, he took advantage of the reps he did get. I do want to mention this as well. He also got first punt return reps. I wondered, would it be Dante Pettis? Would it be, Tyler Scott, someone else? Velus was the first one out there in punt return drills. So, for now, it appears the Bears are going to continue to give him that opportunity. I don't know if I would do that. It's just going to make me nervous come week 1 against the Packers, but I suppose you have 2 preseason games to mess with it and see what he can do. Would you still give him a chance as a punt returner? Type Y for yes, type in for no. I'd be real hesitant to do it because what you don't want is to give him the next 2 games and more mistakes come. Then you get to week 1, you're like, who's the punt returner? That's what you don't want. So type Y for yes, in for no. Would you give Velus a chance at punt returner? Bojack setting the tone. Eddie Jackson had a strong day. He picked off Anthony Richardson early and lit up Michael Pittman in a big collision later on in practice. Now, he did walk to the sideline a little gingerly and missed the final few reps for the starting defense. Now, Alan Williams, as I came to film here, said apparently it's not. It doesn't seem like a big deal. There was only a few reps left for the starting defense. So, sounds like Eddie Jackson's fine. It's one of those big camp collisions. Probably just being cautious there. We'll see if he practices tomorrow. Interesting note here as we're talking about the defense here with Eddie Jackson. Stephen Holder, who's covered the Colts for a while, he's now with ESPN, says, today is in the running for Anthony Richardson's roughest day of training camp. He has really struggled against Chicago's defense in today's joint practice. And I bring this up not to say that Anthony Richardson sucks or to make it like a Fields-Richardson thing. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is I've kind of started to come around on this idea that the Bears' defense might actually be pretty good this year, better than expected. And I think if this pass rush is average, the back 7 should be really good. Eddie Jackson leading the way at the back end. Tremaine Edmunds, who still did not practice today. We'll talk about the injury report in a second. But your linebackers are good. And I think the front has a chance to be solid, especially in the interior there. And if the pass rush continues to stand out like it has at times, then look out. I think this defense could be ahead of schedule this year. You look at the injury report today for Chicago. The first 7 guys here did not practice. Most of them were on exercise bikes, as most players did make the trip. Brisker, Claypool, Edmunds, Lucas Patrick, Trestan Ebner, Josh Blackwell, DeMarquis Gates did not practice, but a couple players returned in DeMarcus Walker and Terell Smith. Technically, Nate Davis returned on Monday, but that was a non-padded practice. First padded practice in the books for Nate Davis. Congratulations, we made it. Now, do want to make note, Ja'Tyre Carter was still working in with the ones at right guard. Now, is that they're giving him a chance to compete and to start, or is that this is Nate Davis's first practice and it's against another team, like a physical type of practice? We're not going to give him every rep since he hasn't been out there every day. Kind of feel like it's that, but Ja'Tyre Carter still getting opportunities, so certainly something to monitor. All right, that's it for today's training camp instant reaction. There's a lot more stuff. I retweeted some stuff. Kudos to all the reporters who had boots on the ground. A lot of good information out there on Bears Twitter, so shout out to those folks. I'm Harrison Graham. More to come. We'll have another reaction video after tomorrow's practice, so stay tuned for that. Until then, bear down.